Today kicks off day one of the special legislative session, and top of mind for lawmakers in the aftermath of the Central Texas flooding is emergency response systems.
So our Lacey Beasley joins us from the newsroom because, Lacey, we know that other natural disasters in the state are exposing major gaps within the system.
That's right. Good morning. A state report from last year's wildfires in the Texas Panhandle showed there was inefficient communication due to outdated technology that may have slowed response times. Now, this wildfire was the largest in Texas history, burning over 1 million acres, killing 3 people, and costing over $1 billion in damages.
Throughout hours of testimony, the one thing that was made abundantly clear is we don't communicate well.
We're going to address every aspect of this storm to make sure that we're going to have in place the systems that are needed to prevent deadly flooding events like this in the future.
Now, over a year later, the flooding in Central Texas is drawing the same questions. What more could have been done to spread the word beforehand? During the last legislative session, lawmakers considered House Bill 13. It would have created a statewide disaster plan to improve emergency communication, including the use of outdoor warning sirens. It passed in the House, but died in the Senate without a hearing. Now, House Speaker Dustin Burrows, who supported the bill, promised action during this upcoming special session. And perhaps lawmakers can accomplish what they failed to do just months ago. Now, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick says Kerr County will have flood sirens in place by next summer, even if the state has to foot the bill. Now, coming up in the next half hour, we're breaking down other major topics in the special session, like regulating THC, ending the STAR test, and redistricting. Carmen?
And today kicks off day one of the special legislative session. Now, there are some major topics looming for Texas lawmakers right now. Some of those include regulating THC and ending the STAR test. Our Lacey Beasley joins us again live from the newsroom this morning with what this could mean, Lacey, for businesses and public schools alike.
That's right. Good morning, Carmen. Now, those are just a few of the 18 items on the special session agenda. First, let's start with the regulation of the CBD or hemp market. That's an industry that's exploded over the last 5 years, and it's causing a divide amongst lawmakers. Now, when it comes to hemp shops, there's a lot of infighting, not just across the aisle, but within the Republican Party and its top leaders. The legislature this past session passed a ban on THC, which is found in a lot of hemp products. But Governor Abbott vetoed it, saying the legal challenges are too strong. Abbott called for lawmakers to look at how to regulate this industry, and that means, for example, limiting its potency without banning a lawful agricultural commodity in the state. Now, Governor Abbott also aims to make it a crime to provide hemp products to anyone under 21. Now, on to the STAR test. This is a state-mandated test all public schools must participate in, though for years it's been met with backlash from many districts on how effective it is at showing student outcomes. On this special session's agenda, Governor Abbott wants to eliminate the STAR test and replace it with different tools to evaluate student progress and ensure school district accountability. And that could mean smaller tests throughout the year. Public schools across North Texas are keeping a close eye on the movement of that push. And by law, a special session can only last 30 days. But there's nothing stopping the governor from calling multiple special sessions. We saw that in 2023 and 2021. Madison?
Yeah, we're watching it play out for sure. Meantime, we know that among the other big issues that lawmakers will be taking up, redistricting. In fact, President Donald Trump himself has already asked Texas to undertake a rare mid-decade redrawing of its congressional maps to try and turn red Texas even more red.
I think we get 5, and there could be some other states. We're going to get another 3 or 4 or 5 in addition. Texas would be the biggest one, and
so
that'll be fine.
Are you calling then for a complete redrawing of the congressional map ahead of next year?
Just a very simple redrawing. We pick up 5 seats.
But
we have a couple of other states where we'll pick up seats.
What they are going to do is they are going to further dilute the voices of black and brown people so that they can accomplish this sinister goal of making sure that they can squeeze out and cheat and get these seats.
So stay with CBS News Texas because we actually have a crew in Austin for your front row seat as that special session gets underway at noon today.